What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. I know you're probably wondering what happened to the premiere of Alan Wake 2. Now, yes, I have been anticipating this game for a long time. Well, actually, I can't say that because I've only been playing. I've only been aware of Alan Wake since um, the Control after playing Control, and then playing Control's DLC and realizing that Alan Wake was also a part of that universe. So I was, intrigued. Well, after I played Alan Wake 1, the story was good. The gameplay was difficult, but I managed to get through it, and I felt like it had a very interesting story. And I hate to disappoint, but I hate to disappoint for those who may have been looking forward to this playthrough. But I have indeed canceled the premiere, and I will explain my reason here. Um, I play video games for their enjoyment. When I get off of work and I come home in the evenings, um, my goal is that's part of my escape. Playing horror games, playing RPGs, playing shooters and stuff like that. That's my escape. That's what I enjoy doing. I enjoy playing games with a good story and immersing myself in that story, in that universe. And I really enjoy the universe of Control. And the fact that I enjoyed Alan Wake 1. And when I realized that they were connected, I was even more intrigued, as I mentioned before. But the reason I have canceled this premiere is two factors. But the main one, aside from those two, is it just didn't sit right with me. For one, the whole nudity thing, like I said, for one, I don't mind cutting my losses on anything. If I can't get my money back, oh well, I can't get my money back. But the one thing I won't do is put Alan Wake 2 on the channel, simply because of the principle of it. And since you're not going to see the premiere, you're not going to hear the explanation of why I'm so upset. So I'll say it here. When I first turned on the premiere, I first turned on the game to make the video to put as a premiere for tonight, Saturday night. I first did it last night, Friday night, and to my surprise, the opening cutscene is with a man, an extremely large dude, crawling up out of the lake with no clothes on. And I'm not talking about just, blurred or anything. No, everything is there. His front and his back are there and in detail. And I don't care if it could have been a woman. It doesn't matter to me. I felt like that was extremely unnecessary. It definitely upset my brain. And it took me out of the immersion of the game, and I could not get back into it. Now, I did get to a point early on in the game where something piqued my interest about the main character, Saga. But as I continued to play, and that was the first reason, was the whole situation with the nudity and the fact that it comes up again. Like, if you don't put the filter on, it comes up again. And I know you may be thinking, "Oh, dude, it's just pixels." Well, like I said, I'm speaking about for me, not for anyone else. Okay. The fact that they put that in there, I felt like that was unnecessary. Not only was it unnecessary, but it was extremely insulting to me. And so, for that reason, that's one of the main reasons Um, Another reason is, well, the second reason is the excessive amount of foul language that not only comes from Saga, but also her partner, the sheriffs in town, the deputies in town, and the cultists. You've got cultists that are walking around just saying F bombs for the sake of it. And that was the very issue I had with Dying Light 2. The characters could be asking you, how do you feel this morning? And they would find some way to put an F-bomb in there. Or an S-bomb in there. And it has nothing to do with editing. Because you saw the one instance in Twin Mirror where the one guy curses out the main character. But that was one instance out of 8 hours of gameplay. But this is and I'm talking with Saga. I got to the point where I started to encounter the Taken. And every encounter is just an F-bomb or an S-bomb. And like I said, I don't know about anyone else. And I'm not speaking for anyone else. I'm only speaking for myself. But filling your dialogue with curse words is just is ridiculous to me. And it that just takes me out of the immersion in everything. You just do nothing but throw F-bombs, S-bombs, like that's the norm. And if that's the norm for you, it's not the norm for me. And it's not, not only is it not what I would put on my channel, but it's also not something I play in my own private time. I don't sit there and just play games where people are just constantly swearing just for the sake of it, where there's nudity. That's one of the reasons I returned Cyberpunk 2077. I'm just not that type of person. And I'm the type of person that feels like everything you do has consequences and you will be judged for it. So that brings me to reason number 3. The main group in the game is a ritualistic cult. Apparently some type of cult has started to follow Alan Wake, I guess because, and this is spoilers for anyone who wants to go watch the game, someone else play the game, just a little warning here, a spoiler warning. But there's a cult, and as you in the intro, in the beginning of the game, the naked man gets caught by this cult, and he gets his heart ripped out, and they write some ritualistic stuff on the heart, and all of this mess, and I apparently this group has for some reason made Alan Wake out to be a deity. And they're doing all this ritualistic stuff, and I'm not with all of that. Aside from YouTube, aside from my job, aside from anything I do as a hobby, the one thing I hold the most dear is my soul. And I won't jeopardize that for anything. So, and I feel like I'm putting that in jeopardy just for messing around with ritualistic stuff. So that's reason number 3. And again, reason number 4 is simply put, those are not the type of games that I play. So, again, I apologize if you were looking forward to a censored version of Alan Wake 2. But that is the main reason why there isn't a censored version of Dying Light 2. because at that point, at the point where every other word that comes out of your character's mouth is a curse word, at that point, the writers have lost the ability to effectively move forward with a decent story. So they just throw in a bunch of curse words to push it through. And the main reason why I cut language out of the games that I play is because I myself personally don't want to hear it. So I feel like, people don't necessarily want to hear that all the time. So yeah, I'm going to keep chugging along. There's still Lies of P on the channel that is going to continue. You saw I got the true ending for Sea of Stars, which was an awesome game. And Spider-Man 2 will continue. But as of right now, there will be no Alan Wake 2 on the channel. So if you're looking for a means of watching it if you want my advice, what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably look for a video that explains the story of Alan Wake 2 and how it connects to everything else. Because the gameplay is not good in my opinion. And the story, I feel like the story is told in a very poor way. And I'll say this and then I'll get off. There are a lot better ways and a lot easier ways to express a character's fear of something than to have them just blurt out curse words. There's a lot of other ways you can express a character's fear. But the easiest way and the cheapest way is to have them just say the F word 4 times in a row, or the S curse word 4 times in a row. And to me, I think that's cheap. So that is going to be it for me. And there's going to be no premiere tonight, unfortunately. But like I said, there are other games down the pipeline. There are still games being played, and I'm looking into a game that I haven't played. I played the first one a little bit, but I never got to finish it, and that's the Metal Gear series. So there's also that. I'm also looking into the Gears of War series because that entire series is on Game Pass. So yeah, I'm looking into some other games right now. And if I sound like it, I am extremely disappointed in the way Alan Wake 2 turned out. And the reason I'm disappointed in that is because I'm pretty sure these people are probably the same ones that are going to be making Control 2 that's coming out soon. And if Control 2 is going to be, if this is any indication of what Control 2 might be like, the series will be dead to me, unfortunately. But that's going to be it for me. Oh yeah, and I've also gotten my Rocket League account set up on my PC. So some Rocket League will be coming out too soon as well. You guys will see just how much my game has improved in Rocket League. But yeah, that's going to be it for me. Hope you guys will continue to enjoy the content on the channel. And again, let me say this. I will not apologize if you're disappointed in missing this premiere on the channel, because I'm omitting it for the sake of my soul. But if you are disappointed, that is an unfortunate thing, because I know that on this channel you would get, a censored version of everything regarding it. But just like with Dying Light 2, I can't with this one. as much as I wanted to, play Alan Wake 2 because I enjoyed Alan Wake 1. It's just not going to happen. But yeah, that is going to be it for me. And I hope that you guys will continue to, there's only one thing really, and that is continue to stay blessed.